Hi, welcome to another Marian fam. So this week I was doing a get ready with me. Right now I'm trying to pick out my makeup to see which ones I'm gonna use today for my outfit. So right now I'm getting the eyeshadow for my eyebrows because I use a dark brown for my eyebrows. I don't use like the brow pencils or none of that. And well, obviously as you can see, I'm trying to get these tapes off because boy, they seal these things together so good. I was struggling for a while. Finally got it open. So now I'm just getting my eyebrow brush to put my eyeshadow on. I mean my eyebrows on, obviously. Duh. And as I said before, I use a really dark brown to match with kind of like my skin color, so it kind of doesn't really show too bright or look too unnatural. And then I just brush it in and blend it, and that's all. And I get perfect eyebrows every time. So now I'm putting on my concealer for my eyeshadow, and this is the color that I'll be using. I got these from Walgreens. These are Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes. They're very cheap, and I always get them like every year when I get my makeup from Walgreens. So now I just apply my concealer to my eyes for my eyeshadow, and then just blend that out. I think this year I got my concealer a little too light though, so I don't really use it as much, but you know, you gotta use what works or what you got. Don't really matter. You could always blend it out so it looks as good as you want it to look. And after I do that, then I use my setting powder. So after searching for my setting powder and couldn't find it, I decided to move on. And so now I am about to put on my eyeshadow. I'm looking to see what color my outfit is so I can match the color to my eyeshadow. So, now we gotta like search through them and see which one matches better. Now that I've got the colors, it's time to apply. And once again, I have to get these stickers off. So here we go with another challenge. And I also have to find the brush that I'm using to put on my eyeshadow. These things are serious business. So now first, I don't do cut creases or none of those crazy things. So what I do is I put my first color, which is going to be like my matching color to my outfit. I put that on the biggest part of my eyes, which I guess you guys call the crease or whatever. And I just kind of just blend that out. I put like about 2 layers. 3 if it's not showing up bright enough, or I just like try to add like more powder to it because I like powdered eyeshadows better than like the other ones because I feel like they show up better. And right now I'm kind of frustrated because I still didn't find my setting powder and the concealer was still wet, so it was kind of making it difficult to put on the eyeshadow. So I was like, oh no. So this look actually took a lot longer than I wanted it to, so I had to work around wet concealer. As you can see, it started coming up a little bit brighter, but it was getting clumpy because the concealer was like mixing basically with the eyeshadow, the powder. And ooh, I was definitely getting a little frustrated at times, but I found a way to do it. So instead of just rubbing it on, I decided to like kind of pat on like the first layer and then rubbing it. That way the powder of the eyeshadow could act as a basically like how the setting powder would have acted. And I was like, okay, I could work with this. See, I did the patting so it could act as the powder. And so I just patted like a good like maybe 2 layers of eyeshadow. And then I went and applied like how much color I actually needed. And since it's powder, you could just like dig it up so the brush will hold it as much as you need. And then you just pat it on that way. So then you won't get that whole clumping thing when both of them mixing together, and like basically they will just like fall off your eyes in pieces. So once I learned that method, I was good to go. And that is the finished first set of colors. And it actually came out pretty cool. And thank God I learned that method because I was really having a rough time with it. So next I have to find my other, it's like a smaller brush. And this one is to, well, I use it for like the upper part of my eye. Deciding on which one of the brushes would be best for this part. So I do this so that because I use a concealer on the top of my eye, I just put like a little eyeshadow up there so the concealer won't be as bright. So even if I use a darker color concealer, I still do the same thing. And I just put like a little eyeshadow. It could be glittery, it could be just like a plain color, it could be a neutral color, it could be the same color as the concealer, but I just like to put it up there just to like kind of blend it out. So, you know, I just don't like the concealer just being there by itself. And so that's what it looks like after I'm finished. And eyes are almost finished. So after this method, was kind of like my second time doing this with these new brushes, because I change my brushes out every year, so that's why it's taking me so long to like find the ones. And then so after this, now I do my eyeliner above my eyelashes, and with this I also use brush and I use eyeshadow. I've never used the actual eyeliner to do this part of my makeup ever. And once again, I keep forgetting that these things are closed and I have to go through the struggles of opening it. This one was a lot easier though than the last ones, so that was good. But it was a little harder to open the actual case, so now I'm struggling to do that part. And then my nails was a little flimsy, so I couldn't use my nails. My mom came in to ask me something, so now we're just chopping it up. Finally got it open. Like, I just want to look cute. And so this is how I do my eyeliner. And then again, it doesn't have to be like just one set color black. It could be like a little glittery color. It could be dark. It could be light. It could be whatever you want. I just like to add whatever is going to match like the colors that I'm wearing or the shade. And I believed I had used a like dark, it was either black or dark brown in this instance, because I really just wanted the pink color to pop out, so I didn't want to add like too much of any other colors to it, because my outfit was basically pink, black, and white, so I wanted pink, black, and white eye colors. They come out as best as they can be. Sorry, my mom came back. She was talking to me. And my eyes are officially finished. And so now it's time to put on my foundation. And this foundation is Milani. It's a foundation and contour all in one. And I love it. This is like the first time I started doing my makeup. This was like the first foundation I started buying, and it works so good. So I've just used it since. And then what I do is I just put like one squirt on the brush, and then I just dab a whole bunch all over my face. So I put 3 on my forehead, 1 on each cheek, 1 on my chin, one like right below my nose, one on my nose, and then I just blend it out from there. And as you can see, it just blends in so nicely, and I love it. I mean, even if it doesn't blend out perfectly, that's fine, because obviously you're gonna put your contour and your concealer and everything else on, so you'll see after the finished look. But I love this one because I love how it blends with my skin, because I've had other foundations and they don't work so well. Some of them make me look like super light, some of them make me look super dark, but I love this one. These are also the ways that I line up my eyebrows. So because the eyeshadow doesn't really necessarily come off like that, it's like a great way to clean up the edges of your eyebrows. And the foundation is on. And so now we add our concealer. Oh, perfection. So now after I've done the foundation, what I do is my concealer. And with this, I put this under my eyes, on my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. I don't put it nowhere else. And because it's so light, I didn't put a whole lot because I didn't want it to like pop out like that. So I just put a smidgen of a bit. And so now I blend it in. And for that I use a sponge. A dry sponge. Because I've seen like other videos where people use like wet sponges. I don't know why, but I just use a dry sponge. And I blend it in. And as you can see, it actually blends in really well. And it doesn't really show up as much. Once again, blended to perfection. Been doing the makeup thing for a while, but this is the first time I've ever did get ready with me style makeup tutorial, I guess. I think I may be putting the concealer too high on my forehead, but oh well. Everybody was rushing me because we had to go somewhere. So I'm trying to hurry up at this point so we can all be where we need to go on time. And so now I finish up my eyes. So what I do is like an under eye color. This color sometimes I freestyle, sometimes I do just go with the color theme. And so I was just like deciding what to do and also admiring myself. So yay, me. So now I'm trying to choose which color, because the color that I'm putting could also be highlight for my eyes, but I was like, it was a hard decision, so I just went with something else. So because I forgot to show you guys what colors I used earlier, I was doing that now. So now for my under eyes, I'm choosing my color. I'm still deciding because I kind of want to use that color for highlight, but I was like, just go with the flow or switch it up. So I decided to switch it up. Sorry, y'all, I needed better lighting. And so there goes the under eyes. And so after that, I do my highlight in the little corners of my eye. Always gotta admire your work. Oh, I had forgot to put my mascara on, so now we gotta do that. Because I usually put my mascara on before I put the foundation on. And I stopped wearing eyeliner because it was messing with my eyes. So I just decided to just cut that all the way out. As you can see, it's all coming together. There go my little baby. Now we're doing the highlight. For me, this is what I call a full beat. I don't really do none of those other crazy stuff like designs or nothing like that. I just try to keep it simple. For me, I always think one eye looks better than the other. I don't know why, but you know. I always feel like my left eye looks better than my right eye. And now that I'm done with all my eyes and everything, that's the finished eye look. Now I do my contouring, and that is also with Milani. It comes with like contour and highlight in one. And now let's get down to work. Oh no, actually this one was True Complexion. My blush was with Milani. Sorry about that. And this is my contour is powder. So like my whole makeup thing is like powder and liquid. Like basically my foundation and concealer are like the only liquids that I do use. And that's the blush. My contour brush I felt so, and I thought that one was for it. Got all mixed around. But yeah, with this palette you can't use too much because it'll show up like super bright. It'll look like you colored your face in a big dark circle. Gotta use it in little shades so it like blends in. See, if I put any more on, it would have showed up like super bright. And when I put it on my cheek, I always smile so I can see the crease in my cheeks, so I know exactly where to put it. And one side always blends better than the other, as always. And so then I do the bottom part of my face. And for my concealer, I usually bake it with my setting powder, but because from you seen in the beginning of the video, I couldn't find it, so I didn't get a chance to do that. I'm sorry, I was using the phone as a mirror, and sometimes I don't realize I be doing that. I'm like, why can't I see properly? I'm like, oh yeah, this is the phone, not the mirror. So when I put the contour on my nose, I really don't mind it being as bright as it is, because I do wear glasses and the glasses kind of cover it, so it's like a win-win situation. And you really kind of don't realize it, so it's okay. But either way, I still look good. I look like Beck. So now I put my blush on. And the blush that I bought, it wasn't really like the ones that I wanted, because when I blended them together, they still came out white. And it was weird because I've never seen blush do that. And then I had like the super bright contour on there, so it was like, it was not doing what it was supposed to do. But I was like, I bought it, I gotta wear it, so And last but not least, I put on my highlight. Yes, I use my finger, and I just rub it on, and hopefully it will hide everything else, but it usually don't. So, you know, you just gotta work with what you got and be confident in it anyways, because somehow it always seems to work out in the end. And then sometimes when I'm doing my contour, I also rub it on my chin. And then when I do my highlight, I rub it right below my nose. And then I'm finished. All I have to do now is I put on my setting spray. And then I have to, you know, let that dry for a little bit, because it takes a while. And yes, everything is brand new. That's why you see me peeling off papers, because I literally just bought everything for the New Year's. I buy new makeup like literally every year, every January, and throw away the old ones, because I found out makeup spoils. So, you know, can't be too careful. And then you just spray it on, and then dry, and you make sure you're satisfied with your look, because you have to be, because you can't really change nothing after this. And voila. Now I just add my lipstick and we are ready to go. Yay. And this is the finished look. Ooh. And I have a second video showing all the lipstick try on before I chose this one. And ciao for now.